Marilyn might be new to Mike. Marilyn says, we're all gods. Can you elaborate?
Yeah. Hey, Justin. I've talked to you way more than a few times. But yes, I believe we're all gods because of God. That I don't believe in creation or evolution, that we're the image of God, and we always were and we always will be. So I feel like atheists are closer to sorry, my son was calling. I feel like atheists are closer to God than Christians, because I feel like Christians are more I don't know, they need a master to rule over them. And I feel like that was sort of the lie that was being told, rather than, just having a lover and a friend. And so, sorry, my son keeps calling me for dinner. So I just, I feel like that Christians are, they believe a lot more lies than atheists, because they feel like they need the virtue signal, being moral, and rather than just being good and being God, they've got to do the most. I don't know.
When you say we're all gods, what do you mean by the word God in that sentence?
Well, we are. We could do anything. We can. Anything we put our mind to that could be thought of.
I can jump across the moon.
Well,
I can jump across the moon.
That's not. I mean, what would be the necessity of that? Like, would God do that? Like, if it's not necessary?
The point is that your wording is so ambiguous. It's so unclear as to what you mean by God, right? Because you say, "Oh, we can do anything," but I can't jump across the moon. So, what do you have to reduce your definition down to something that's, something that we can do within our nature, right? Oh, we can only do things that are physically possible, right? You can say that. So you can reduce your definition, and then we can get down to something so reduced that I'm just going to agree with you and say, yeah, we're all gods in the case that we're all humans. If you're equivocating God with human, then yeah, I agree with you. So you have to be more elaborate in what you mean by God, or else you don't have an actual substantive argument here.
Well, I still believe in Jesus. I still believe in Jesus. I still believe in God. None of those are taken off the table for me. I believe Jesus fed 5,000 with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. So, okay. According to your faith, it will be given unto you. So I feel like we have gatekeepers. We have people who burned our knowledge, hide it from us, make us not remember what we're truly capable of, what, the magic, the powers that we could, possess.
Let's stay a little bit focused here. Let's talk about the Jesus thing. So you think Jesus exists, and do you believe in Jesus the way that the Bible describes him, the Son of God and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I believe we're all
by God, when you say God in that context, God is Jesus, right? So how can you say we're all gods? It seems illogical here. It seems contradictory what you're saying. But I would further ask you for reasons why. I would further ask you for reasons why you think Jesus exists.
Well, the devil doesn't make people. Only God makes people. We're all his sons and daughters. We're all, he doesn't show any favoritism. We're all his favorite. Jesus was not the only son of God. We're all the word that became flesh. We're all, just like him. We're not any different from him. I don't necessarily feel like he had to die for some psychosis people were in. It was great or whatever that he did or whatever, to help break people of, a lot of...
Let's stay a bit more focused here. Look, let's stay a bit more focused. Do you have good reasons to believe that Jesus is a God in the way the Bible describes it?
I believe we're all the same thing, like connecting.
I know
God to
you
us,
believe
like
that. I
thinking
understand you
of it.
believe that. I'm asking for reasons why you believe that.
Because he's good, and he's like there's just truth has no agenda, and I don't feel like people have an agenda just by themselves in their own identity. You know, it's the thoughts that they think, the ideas that they come up with that make them, you know, not stand by truth. Like you of your perfect design with 2 eyes, 2 ears, a mouth, everything, how it works and functions properly, that is
I'm sorry.
perfect in itself.
So when people
So,
choke on their food every year, is that perfect design? When you need
well,
glasses and prescriptions every year, is that design?
I feel like eternity is a long time, and this is like a grain of sand in eternity. This experience, this, you know.
Okay, then you've undermined your entire point, right? If you're going to say that, oh, whatever, it doesn't matter how you're configured, right? It's still designed because we're going to die in the end. That doesn't make any sense, right? There's no indicator that
uh,
this is a perfect design. And what do you mean by perfect? What are you indexing perfection to? You know, what your wording, the way your argument is configured is very ambiguous. It's very hard to
I'm not
extract any logic
a
from that.
Christian. I'm not a Christian, so like I don't serve a death cult. I believe death is a enemy. The Bible says death is an enemy and the last enemy to be destroyed. I believe we could harness the energy to
You're not
live
a
forever.
Christian. You're not a Christian, but you believe in Jesus and that He's God.
Right. So I believe
Right.
some
Okay.
will walk in, some will
That
walk
doesn't make
in, some
great
will be
sense.
healed, some will raise from the dead, some will look for death and not find it. It's all like within past, present, and future. There is like place and a lot for these things. But
Okay. Do you have any other good reason to think God is real?
because I'm God. I'm God. Justin's God. You're God.
Well,
Everyone is God.
how about
It's
we do
so
this,
perfect.
Marilyn? We'll end on a point of agreement. I think you're
Okay.
more real than Jesus. You're God.
Oh,
More than Jesus is. He's dead. He's worm
I'm
food. He's in
clipping
the
that.
ground.
I'm clipping
He's
that.
in the ground. To be fair,
Thank you
the
guys
rock
so
on the
much
shelf
for
behind me is more God than Jesus. Thank you, Marilyn. It's good to hear from you. I hope you're doing
made
well.
that rock. Okay, you too, honey. Thanks again.
Cheers. Marilyn's fun. We didn't get into flat Earth with her, but maybe next time.
She's
That'd be a
she's
good time.
the first too. Yeah, that's
That's a
not
thing.
that is not surprising.